Hello, my dear programmers. What do you think distinguishes a novice programmer from an experienced one? Well, here it is. A beginner thinks that there are 1000 bytes in a kilobyte, while an experienced programmer is sure that there are 1024 meters in a kilometer. Today, let's try implementing the appearance of asteroids on the scene. To start, I'll show you a scenario from the classic game Asteroids. So, first, the part invisible to our eyes. Step 1. The asteroid appears in the middle of the scene. Step 2. The asteroid rotates at a random angle. Step 3. The asteroid moves backward along the local y-axis, beyond the screen. And then step 4, which we will see, the asteroid slowly moves forward along the local y-axis toward the center of the screen. I suggest tying the asteroid spawning process to the background. Let's create a new logic branch and name it Rock Spawn. Of course, with capital letters. Select the background, go to Object Properties, and add a new logic branch to the Armor Traits list. Let's start with the first point. How to spawn an asteroid in the center of the screen? Use the Spawn Object by Name block. Choose the current scene. In the Name field, specify Rock Base. Check the Children box. Create a timer block and connect it to the Spawn block. Set it to 1 second and activate the Repeat checkbox. Asteroids will spawn every second. However, we haven't specified coordinates for spawning yet. Fetch the Transform block. In the Location section, set the coordinates to the center of the screen. For X, use 0.75. For Y, use 0.5. And for Z, use 0.3. Now, we need to rotate each spawned asteroid to a random angle on the Z-axis. In the Rotation section, we can't directly implement random selection, so we need a rotation block. Switch it to Axis Angle and select Degrees. We only need the Z-axis. So enter any value there, such as 1 or 128. It doesn't matter. What really matters is the rotation angle. Add a random integer block and connect it to the angle channel. Set the range from 0 to 359. If you run the game now, you'll see asteroids appearing in the center every second, each with a different random rotation angle. Now let's move on to step 3, shifting them backward beyond the screen. For clarity, let's not move the asteroids immediately out of the screen. Instead, we'll move them slightly to see the result. To move them, it's best to use the Translate Object block. Place it right after the Spawn block. Check the Local Axis box and enter a negative value for the y-axis. For example, -0.4. Most importantly, the object field can't be left empty because this logic branch is tied to the background. We also can't specify the rock base object, because we'll have several copies of the same object on the screen. We need to move the current object just once, right after the spawn, so we need this wonderful object output on the spawn block. This input returns precisely the object that was spawned by this spawn block at the moment. Connect it to the object channel on the Translate block. Now, when you run the game, you'll see asteroids appearing at a distance from the center. All that's left is to implement step 4, asteroid movement. However, we can't do this in this branch because the object will change every second. We can only do something with the current object. We need to create another branch. Let's call it Rock Move and attach it to the asteroid. More precisely, to the base of the asteroid. After that, everything is straightforward. The onUpdate block and the translate object block will move all our asteroids along the local y-axis with a specified speed. For example, 0.001. Don't forget about the local axis checkbox. Run the game. Watch. Enjoy. Note that when asteroids intersect, they become semi-transparent. This unpleasant effect can be fixed. Select the asteroid image, go to the Material Settings. In the Armor Props section, activate the Alpha Test checkbox. Transparency disappears. But another problem arises when asteroids intersect, they constantly change positions in height. In reality, they have the same height, and this happens because they are in the same plane. We will fix this issue later. For now, let's take a break. Goodbye for now.